Alright, I am back with the Ironclad. My second ever run went absolutely horribly because of a silly event. The truth. What is the truth? Oh my god. It will cost everything. Lose all but one of the rest of my HP. Everything was spent to decipher the final word and you black out. When you come to, you realize something's etched into the floor. Air. Yeah, that was that was terrible. This run is so cooked. I can't upgrade anything and resting does nothing. Yeah, this is so over. I mean, it's my first time seeing that, so I kind of had to go through with it the whole way. But there's I'm already dead. Mind Shambler, huh? Oh my god, that was a hilarious event. Okay. Yeah, not worth. I don't see. I can never see how that would ever be worth. But this one's gonna be different. I swear, I can feel it. Yeah, I was probably pretty upset with me. Still lost to Rage. Good. Last time I got 2 card removes and lost a little HP, so it's 150 gold, 11 max HP. The first 3 card rewards you see are upgraded. The first treasure chest you open is empty. I think that's worth. Alright. Still against the ceremonial beast. I never even got to see him last time after the incident. But it's looking like I could take this path right here through the middle, up through these guys. Take that campfire in the direct center, elite, campfire, elite. Unless I want to shop, which I probably do. Take that right path, campfire, elite, campfire. Dang, the shop's both over here. That would be difficult. Alright, let's just start off with this guy. We'll work our way over there. Nibbit. I won't let you do anything too silly this time around. I wonder how you are on the higher ascensions, because the Jawworm was always a menace, and you're pretty much Jawworm 2.0. I do love the animations in this game, though. They look so nice. Vulnerable, Thunderclap, or Iron Wave. There's a lot of vulnerable synergies, so I think I'll take that. Now, yeah, I think I'm gonna go this way. Campfire before an elite is always a good play, I'd say. Not gonna worry about that 4 HP loss. Not gonna mean much at all, honestly. Gonna get more vulnerable on him and just wipe him clean right here. Or, I mean, I didn't even need to do that, but whatever. Weak pot, Pommel Strike, Cruelty. Vulnerable enemies take an additional 50% damage. Pommel Strike Plus is so good. But this is cool, it's rare, and I'm looking for vulnerable stacking. Vulnerable you, and then you're dead. So does that mean do they take double damage? What's the unupgraded version? Yeah. So they take double damage. I still play that. I take a bit of damage. I'll gain most of it back. Yeah, it's a power, so it goes there. Boom. Cruelty. Yeah, seems pretty powerful. Pretty dang strong. Almost killed him with that 1 strike because of that. 18 gold and Havoc plus Inflame or Stomp. Now, let's think about this one. Inflame, more strength, more vulnerable, more good. Stomp, a bunch of vulnerable enemies. They could all get wiped out. Should I take another attack? Probably. I'll take Stomp. I might have messed up, but it doesn't seem too important there. He's gonna summon the Fogmog. Curious name. What's my potion again? Weak pot. Alright, not gonna bother with that for now. Oh! Dies revives at full. Interesting. Okay, so... Huh. I guess I'll Cruelty. Take you out. defend. 3 status cards, or I just die. Yeah, I think I gotta defend that as well. This encounter seems pretty difficult. I'm just gonna lay into him now, and he should die next turn by my calculations, even with just stomp, which is nice. 12 gold. Pillage, spite. Draw cards to draw a non-attack card. If you lost HP this turn, draw 1 card. Rampage. I'll take pillage. Draw cards until you draw a non-attack card. The Sapphire Seed. I've been here before. Let's see. Heal 9 HP and upgrade a card, or enchant a card with Sown. So, additional energy. Gain energy whenever you cast it, so you probably don't want it on a power. And I'll do it on Tremble. I think that makes sense. Attaches to me spiritually. Love that. The descriptions are a bit long for me to read it every time I see it. That would just be silly. More vulnerable, always better. Okay, so left path, no elite. Right path, elite. So we'll take in the right path. Oh, who are you? Snapping Jacksfruit and Flyconid. Okay, so you're gonna buff. Gotta do that, always gotta do that. Holy god. Just pulled every card out of my deck. Okay, maybe that wasn't necessary. Maybe that was a poor turn 1. Getting my energy back. Pillage. Strike. Now I can strike and stomp again. I will lose a little HP. I'm frail now. Not too much to worry about, because you're dead. 16 gold and stone armor. Okay, that's kind of cool. Hey, this is Molten Fist. Deal 10 damage, double the enemy's vulnerable. So these two go incredibly well together. But this doesn't give me any benefit until I have something like this, so I'm going to take Bully. Hopefully this elite goes down well. Oh, it is the bird. The birdiness. It gains 1 strength at the end of its turn. Well, if it's a bird, it'll have multi-hits. Yep. Maybe I can get Tremble? I cannot. That's not bad. Not great either. Strike, defend, stomp. He should be dead next turn. Because I'm going to Tremble. Cruelty, bang, bang. He wasn't dead next turn. That was unfortunate. But he is now. So I got 37 gold, an attack pot, Juzu bracelet, which is pretty lame. And I now have Molten Fist. Okay. So we're getting somewhere. We are, for sure. Nothing in this chest. That text is so funny. That was such just standard ass font. Like they were not bothered about that. Okay, look at this. The first hand you draw each combat is upgraded. That's so cool. Enchanted attacks deal 9 additional damage. That could be ridiculous. I don't have any of those though. And I can't just bet that I'll get them. Fiendfire Salvo. Deal 12 damage, retain your hand. There's a lot of cool cards in here for sure. Stable Serum. Retain your hand for 2 turns. That's awesome. Add a random attack skill and power into your hand. They're free to play this turn. Wow. Alright, well, I'm going to remove a strike. And I ought to get some more block. So, armaments might be the play. And so this is a power, but it goes away. So like after 4 turns, it's just not even taking any effect anymore, which I'm not too sold on. So I'll pass for now. If it comes back to bite me, so be it. Super armaments, 14 damage, not very important. 3 additional damage. None of these are actually that great. I'm gonna rest. See what we got next. The Ink Boys. Yeah. A stomp would do very little, but I can at least kill one of them. If I bash and then pillage, it'll be down to 1 cost, which is not gonna actually do anything. So I'm gonna have to pillage and then stomp to kill one of them. I forgot pillage draws, so now I won't have cruelty. Shouldn't be an issue, because you're dead. Taking a slay of, well, I'll probably regen it back. This is a surprisingly, like, simple encounter. Very, very easy hallway fight. I don't know what could make that difficult, but it's probably something. Take you because I want block. Another elite because I already hit a shop. Whoa, hello. Bygone effigy. Slow. Whenever you play a card, this enemy receives 10% more damage from attacks this turn. I like the sound of that because I don't like you and I want you gone. Your journey ends here. It's gonna buff. Oh boy. Bully strikes. That was 24 damage. 10 attack, 10 extra strength. Tremble, get my stuff back. That was stupid. Why'd I do that? Don't worry about it. Oh, that was very spooky. Bully didn't even kill. Yikes. Alright, well, definitely using the attack pot. And you're getting bludgeoned, boy. I played that poorly. Fairy in a bottle. When you would die instead, this potion is discarded and you heal to 30% of your max HP. And war paint. I like the way that war paint looks. They changed its look quite significantly. Conflagration. Deal 8 damage to all enemies. Deals 2 additional damage for each other attack you've played this turn. A copy of the 3rd attack you play each turn into your hand. Wow, interesting. I think I'm gonna take Conflagration and see what I get an upgrade for. Armaments and defend. Yeah, that's kind of all there really was. The Sunken Statue. You spot an aged statue half submerged in a pond. Its hands gently rest atop a stone sword. Something is also glittering at the bottom of the pond. Votive offerings, perhaps. You could really use some money. I'm not that much of a ask. Transforms into a powerful relic after defeating 5 elites. 5 is a lot. You wrest the sword out of the statue's hands and the whole thing crumbles apart. It's too dangerous to pick up whatever was glittering at the bottom of the pond now. Inspecting the sword, you sense an incredible dormant power within. Night Ring reference? No. Conflagration's upgrade is pretty impressive. But once again, I think I need to rest because I keep getting very low. I don't like it any more than you do. And I've never faced this boss, so I don't know what's in store for me. Ceremonial Beast is trying to buff. Not going to waste that. Anything I can do with these? There was, but I wasted the opportunity by spending that energy. Plow. The first time Ceremonial Beast's HP reaches 150 or below, it becomes stunned and loses all its strength. Okay. Cruelty, bash. Setting up a big bully. 2 more strength. A reasonable bully, I guess. Oh wait, it's all my stuff. Yeah, that's right. I think this should stun. Yep. Nothing for you, bucko. Tremble. Bash. I don't want to pillage, right? Because then I'll just waste my good draw. Ringing. You can only play 1 card this turn. Well, that is quite the dick move. I'm defending, then. I should have done this earlier, but I'll do it now, because I gotta use a potion anyway. Good thing that was only 1 turn of it. Okay, so now I can Molten Fist, Bully, for an incredible amount, Strike, Conflagration. Goodbye, Ceremonial Beast. If you'll ever die, there you go. Bye-bye. 100 gold weak potion, and I can get another cruelty. Is that worth it? Or stoke. Exhaust your hand to draw a card for each card exhausted. That's cool if I have like strikes and stuff I don't want. Or I could just go even harder and vulnerable. I'll try stoke. I am in the hive now. There's Tezcata or whatever his name is, and the boss is the knowledge demon. I have heard not so fun things about that lad. What's your name again? Tezcatara. Can't slaughter on an empty stomach. Very hot cocoa. Start each combat with an additional 4 energy. Seal of gold. At the start of your turn, spend 5 gold to gain an energy. Pumpkin candle. Gain energy at the start of each turn. Extinguishes at the start of Act 3. So it just makes Act 2 easier. I could understand why you'd want that. This as well, but I don't have any ways of getting gold otherwise. It's probably still worth it. Or very hot cocoa, so a super lantern. I'm gonna take the super lantern and then hope I get some better draw options. Let's see, that right path looks pretty good. Not really thinking too hard about it. Oh, the bugglers. What are you? Exoskeleton. Reduce all damage taken and HP lost by exoskeleton to 9. Okay. Well, this is a decent turn, I guess, with the Coco. 1 HP, so Stomp will take him out. That boy is strong now. The vulnerable doesn't actually do anything. None of these do much of anything, so see ya. This is unfortunate, because Stomp's here and I can't play it. So I guess you're getting conflagrated. And I'm taking a little bit of damage. Bully's here. But when I first saw this card, I thought it was multiple hits of damage, but it isn't. Which means I'm not doing as much damage as I would hope. But they're all gone anyway. Whenever you lose HP on your turn, gain 1 strength. Instead, it used to be whenever you lose HP from a card. Now it's whenever you lose HP on your turn. Does that change things? I don't really have anything that hurts me anyway. Another Molten Fist is kind of funny. I might be getting a little too goofy here though. What are we looking at? Headbutt, shrug it off. Evil Eye. Gain 8 block, gain another 8 block if you've exhausted a card this turn. So it would give me more based on my stoke. Stampede is a lovely card. It's a lovely card. Boulder, I've heard talk of you. Deal 6 damage. Choose 1 of 3 cards in your draw pile to add into your hand. That's cool. At the start of your turn, deal 5 damage to all enemies. Increase this damage by 5. If I could make that innate with the super lantern with my hot cocoa, it's super hot cocoa. That would go crazy. Because I would just start off with all that damage. But nah. The first Burning Sticks, the first time each combat you exhaust a skill, add a copy of it into your hand. The first time each combat you exhaust a skill, add a copy of it into your hand. I don't really see why I'd care. Seeker Strike is really cool. I'm gonna take you. I'm gonna take Stampede just because I like it. And I'm gonna get rid of another strike. And continue forth. Up against another weird bug. Thieving Hopper. Tries to escape after 5 turns. What if I said no? What if I said get absolutely dominated, you idiot? He has my Seeker Strike. Buddy, you don't know what you're getting into. Skill Potion is probably better than the Weak Potion. So I'm getting rid of that. Taking this back, taking my Seeker Strike back because it's a good card I just purchased. None of you matter. Moving on. He felt the cruelty. Oh, you are large. Hello, Jabba. Spiny Toad. Do I want to upgrade this for probably extra damage or upgrade whatever I find? Probably whatever I find. which is gonna be cruelty, which also doesn't get upgraded. Let's use this. Then I can upgrade them. And then I'll tremble, cruelty, attack, bully, stampede, and it'll stomp for me. And this guy's already almost at thorns. Oh no. When hit by an attack, deal 5 damage back. Well, I guess I ought to just crush you with 1 if it's possible. But it isn't, so I'm just taking 10 damage. And then bringing back 6. 19 gold and cure all. Gain 1 energy, draw 2 cards. So it's adrenaline, the silent card, but as a potion. Body slam plus true grit plus or tremble. I think true grit is worth. I don't need an unupgraded tremble. Hello symbiote. Deal 50% more damage but lose HP. Again, 50% more damage is obviously wonderful. And losing HP isn't that bad. So I'm going to do that on something I'll actually play. And I definitely like playing bully. So I'll do that. And it increases the amount that I get from each other thing as well. Secret strikes, yeah, it's nothing. This costs less. This costs less. This is more and more. Let's do Stampede. Get a little cheaper, you know. Entomancer, oh boy. Yeah, days in my draw pile. La-di-da. Let's see what skills I got already up. Gained energy for each attack in your hand. That's cool. None of these are actually useful. This would help solve my blocking issue. Because I'll just do that. I don't want too many dazes. Is it any card? And whenever this enemy is hit by an attack, alright, gotta remember that, so I can just play these for free. 1 of 3 cards to add. That'll be Tremble, make you tremble, Moltenize ya. Taking a lot of damage because he does a lot of damage. I can get Conflagration after that, so boom. Stampede, I'll let that rip. And I should kill him this turn. And there he goes. Okay, that was spooky, but it was doable. Gorget. At the start of each combat, gain 4 plating. Yeah, that's an enjoyable relic right there. It's not gonna change things too much, but it's always helpful. I would start each, well, not start each combat, but I could get quite a lot of plating this way. Gain 7 block, apply 1 vulnerable. To myself. Well, then there's definitely things that work off of your own vulnerable. I don't think any of these... This is vulnerable enemy, so you don't end up taking any more. Double the enemy's vulnerable. Enemy's vulnerable. Bully is each additional vulnerable on the enemy. I don't think that's actually helpful then. Maybe I'll see something that makes me wish I picked that up, but not yet. Got the Vajra and some gold. That's very nice, especially... I keep thinking bullies that way, but it isn't. Oh, look at you. Bug Slayer. As you're fending off a swarm of aggressive insects, you suddenly notice a mighty, rugged warrior man fighting beside you this whole time. The insects, sensing defeat, scatter. You turn to your fellow fighter. Would you like any tips on exterminating these pests? How polite. You nod and accept his offer. I could get extermination techniques or squash technique. Deal 3 damage 4 times to all enemies, or deal 10 damage applied to vulnerable. Well, it's a vulnerable card, so... I see. You wish to learn the squash technique. Very good. He pauses briefly, thinking how best to endow you with this maneuver. This is the technique. Behold, he boasts while stepping on a giant bug. Now I have more vulnerable. Oh? Hello, Flail Knight. You come upon a faintly glowing key and go to pick it up. This is okay, now. Been looking all over for that key. Now, if you don't mind. This person looks like bad news, but maybe it's not good to be judgy. Is there another shop up ahead? No. I'm gonna fight you then. The stranger looks at you menacingly. It seems like only one of you is making it out of here with the key. Oh, he starts at 6 plating and 6 strength. Cool, okay. Squash, Molten Fist. I'm gonna use my Cure-All to hit him with. Let me go back to my cards, please. Thank you. Can I? If you don't mind. Hello? Thank you. Okay. Cruelty, Shrug, Stoke, Bully, True Grit. Very nice. Get done hitless, buddy. 18 gold, Lantern Key. Unlocks a special event in the next act. Okay. And it's a card. Yeah. Whenever you gain block, deal 5 damage to a random enemy. The Juggernaut, a classic card right there. I don't gain too much block or enough in small bursts to bother with that, I don't think. Elite time. The Worm Brothers, the Decimillipedes. Okay, you can take that. Hit you with the Molten Fist, and I'll defend. Once again, I need better draw to make the hot cocoa, the very hot cocoa, worth it. Or else it's just kind of lame. I'm pretty scared here, actually. I don't have like any draw to get my good stuff. Yeah, this is spooky. Can I kill you with that? Not yet. I don't want to waste everything on you, though. Oh boy, this is pretty bad. I don't like where I stand right now. Thank you for that Molten Fist. Just wasting yourself on that guy for no reason. Yeah, the key's here. Woohoo. Armaments. Conflagration's still doing nothing. I can exhaust the key and then Conflagration will play on its own because of Stampede. So I take a lot less damage there. I'll try a Pillage. Cruelty will do nothing. Strike, how much? 16 damage. Oh boy, yeah, this is again not very fun. If I Stoke, I can get Bash and other stuff. Not that important. Will I kill you if I do 7 plus 23? No. Okay. Well, oh, Stomp will play on its own, so I can play Cruelty. Gotta remember the Stampede. Yeah, I'm gonna be very thankful for this fairy in a bottle soon. I can already tell. 10 for you. And I can't even deal 2 damage, so the other guy's coming back. Yeah, this is getting annoying for sure. Pillage. Conflagration. Stomp. Thank God. Alright, that was pretty bad. 36 gold, the explosive Ampule, and the unsettling lamp. Each combat, the first time you play a card that debuffs an enemy, double its effect. That's seriously awesome. I love what I just heard about that. Tea Master. You stumble into a dimly lit shack and find yourself immersed in a very peaceful space containing an obsessive variety of tea. The man inside gestures to a selection of teas, each neatly labeled with a premium price. Bone Tea. Pay 50 gold. At the start of the next combat, upgrade your starting hand. Ember Tea. Pay 150 gold. At the start of the next 5 combats, gain 2 strength. Or Tea of Discourtesy. At the start of the next combat, shuffle 2 dazed into your draw pile. So it's slightly similar to the potion seller thing from the first one, except you have to pay more, and if you don't pay, your negative thing is a lot worse. Start the next combat, upgrade your starting hand. Or next 5 combats, gain 2 strength. Yeah, why not? The tea master acknowledges your request and begins. 1. Water from a charcoal-filled carafe is ladled into a kettle. 2. The kettle is heated using a gentle violet flame. 3. A scoop of tea goes into the kettle before it boils. 4. Off the heat, and a series of rhythmic claps track the time. 5. The kettle is hoisted high and precisely poured into a tiny cup. Tea is served. Sure was. Oh, it's the infested prism, guys. Look out. Yeah, whatever. Full block. Okay. Seeker Strike. Tremble. Bully. Strike. Defend. I have so much energy, but I have no draw. 13, 25, 19, 27. So I cannot survive this, so the fair in the battle is gonna have to be triggered. Yeah. Very spooky. Very spooky. Cruelty. Molten Fist. Pillage. Conflagration. Goodbye. 38 gold. Potion of Binding. Apply 1 weak and 1 vulnerable to all enemies. That doesn't sound that good. Regal Pillow. I will certainly be resting, so it's actually helpful. I don't need Pyre. I do not need Pyre. And I do not need Expect to Fight. Like, Pyre and like, they're good. I just have too much energy that I know what to do with. I don't think I'll be taking any of these, which feels wrong. Stoke. Stoke, no. I need card draw. That Pommel Strike is really laughing at me from back in that first combat. What is this? Oh, I forgot to even look at what this... Oh, I know this is the Knowledge Demon. Libra, I am not excited for what you have in store for me. So he is going to debuff me very soon. I am afraid. Let's bully him. Decent damage. What's he doing? Choose a card. Disintegration. At the end of your turn, take 6 damage or draw 1 fewer card each turn. I cannot allow Mind Rot. It is done. I cannot take less cards. Tremble, get my energy back. Do that, do that. For my draw is my biggest concern. A16, 24. 24 damage. Boy, oh boy. Pillage. Cruelty. True Grit on you. Bit of an ouchie. That was a wacky series of animations. I just want to look at him. Please let me. Where's my cursor right now? The controller is so bad. I can't even go to myself. Okay, that's great. Incredible. Alright, so I can like quintuple his fucking... Yeah. Oh my god, no, why did I do that? I wanted to play the Stampede. I may have just thrown the entire game with that. That was so bad. Why did I do that? I would have been able to play the Stump for free, and now I can't. Sending your turn to take 7 damage. You cannot play more than 3 cards each turn. That's not a problem to me. I'm not gonna be playing that many anyway, brother. Promise you. Shrug it off. True Grit. I really messed up with not playing that Stampede when I could. Squash. $102 damage. This is actually gonna kill me. So I gotta bully and then hope it conflags. Ah, oh well. Okay, bully's back. It is done. Oh boy. Rocks, exhaust, dark embrace. I can take dark embrace. I can definitely take dark embrace. Act 3 glory. What are you? Test subject is the final boss. So weak, but you have potential. Use this weapon. Tanks. Chimera King. Meat Cleaver. You may cook at rest sites. Remove 2 cards from your deck and gain 9 max HP. That sounds amazing. Spiked Gauntlets. Gain energy at the start of each turn. Powers cost 1 more energy. Or try Boomerang. Choose 3 attacks in your deck and enchant them with Instinct. Decrease the cost of this card by 1. Once again, I want draw. But with Dark Embrace, maybe that's kind of solved. With True Grit and Stoke, but maybe not as well. You may cook at rest sites. Remove 2 cards from your deck. Gain energy at the start of each turn. Let's try the Meat Cleaver. Thanks, buddy. Alright, let's see what looks to be the proper path. Oh, okay, so I can't look at... Yeah, okay, so the controller version is pretty annoying, honestly. Campfire, elite, elite, any triple elite path. Elite, elite, elite. Yes, the left side. I won't get to cook as much, but I'll get to cook a little bit. Oh, hello. Scroll of Biting, Scroll of Biting, Scroll of Biting. Whenever Scroll of Biting deals unblocked attack damage to you, lose 2 max HP. Well, that's hella annoying, man. Stomp. What a goat. The goat, perhaps. Stoke it all. Tremble, cruelty, bully. Fish oil. You gain 1 strength and 1 dexterity. Cool. Nope, none of you. Is this the path I wanted? Yeah. Let's start with Tremble. And then Stoke everything. Dark Embrace. You're a second too late there, pal. Boom, 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 boom. Alright, now we're looking at Seeker Strike. Squash. So, Bully. And then a Squash. Stampede. Boom. Almost got him there. See ya, pal. Anger, Flame Barrier, Battle Chance. Absolutely have to take Battle Chance. There is no other way. War Historian Reppy. An academic is trapped in a hanging cage next to a treasure chest. The academic is muttering about one-time use keys while furiously writing something. Looks like you can unlock the cage or the chest. Unlock the cage. Obtain History course. At the start of your turn, play a copy of your last played attacker skill. Cool. Unlock the chest. Procure 2 random potions and 2 random relics. Huh. I'll let bro out. He seems pretty cool. Reppy bows in appreciation as you open the cage. He hands you a thick leather tome. Those who know not of history are doomed to repeat it. But you seem to know a thing or two about repeats, don't you? How'd you know? It's crazy that he could figure that out. He must be like a scholar or something. Owl Magistrate. And you are just a normal encounter, right? Yeah. So then I'm gonna tremble all over ya. I'm gonna pillage ya. I'm gonna Seeker Strike ya. Get Cruelty flowing. Get a Bash off. Molten Fist ya. And get half, oh, actually more than half block. And then it throws on a skill for me. Thank you, thank you. True Grit, strike. There we go. Almost a full block, but not quite. Does that on its own. Bully kills you. Bully, I love you. 16 gold. And Pommel Strike. Not upgraded, but you know. Oh, you bastards. So I'm going to Cruelty. Honestly, I'm using this. Because why not? Bash, attack, attack, Conflagration. Is Conflagration just a worst immolate or what? And it uses it at the end. That's so cool, yeah. Is Dark Embrace necessary? Yes. It'll take my draw through the roof. Okay. There's a lot of big stuff in the way. It's kind of hard to tell what I'm looking at, not gonna lie. Easy kill. Battle trance. You're not doing anything important. Stampede. And he stomps. And then he's gonna stomp again. Stoke all that. Bully doesn't do anything right now because he has no vulnerable stacks. The bash won't be enough, I don't think. That'd be 12, and then filter 4, 12. I'm not sure how the math would work out there. I'm not gonna try it. Strike you, or get rid of the strike, I mean. Battle trance, tremble, bully. Nice. Colorless potion and the lizard tail. 50% of your so it's another fairy in the bottle, but better. I'm good, thank you. One more encounter till my sword pops. Let's see, setup strike, you. Offering. That's draw. Whenever you apply vulnerable, draw one card. Couldn't have given me anything better, honestly. I don't even think I have to bother with offering. Orichalcum, Centennial, Dingy Rug. Card rewards can now contain colorless cards. I don't really care too much about that. Centennial Puzzle, however, that's a different story. Mango, upon pickup, raise your max HP by 14. Thank you. Definitely wanted some of that. What is the upgrade on this? When you reapply vulnerable, draw 2 cards. I can't not take that, man. Let's go for the elite next. It is the Spirit, the Soul Nexus. Okay, I was almost close. Almost close. Let's battle trance first. Dark Embrace. See, this is where the very hot cocoa actually comes into play. Of course, I get nothing that actually gives me any vulnerable on turn 1, which is pretty unlucky, honestly. So none of, like, the Molten Fist would just go to waste. And I can't draw more. Yeah, that was a very unfortunate turn 1. Another Conflagration. Vicious. Squash. Am I gonna be able to play any blocks? No, not quite. Cruelty is very necessary, though. Maybe a colorless card will help me block. Shockwave is colorless now. Okay. Yeah. Hello, everybody. I don't want to lose my lizard tail already. Oh god, yeah, that's crazy. Alright, he's so cooked. If I can get it through my head what I actually want to do here. If I get to bully, he's done. If I don't get to bully, I am done. That's not bully. And that's where the issues start to pile up. Quite a bit of damage. Bully, please make your appearance. Thank you, son. 8 billion damage on Bully. Maybe I could have bullied first and then redrawn that. Actually, we're chilling. 300 billion damage. Did I get an epoch because I dealt over 200 damage in one hit? Every time you play 10 attacks, gain an energy. That's cool. Thrash. Thrash, I'm kind of intimidated by my deck size currently, and I don't think you really help. Add its damage to this card. So if I get rid of a bully through you, then I'd be dealing like 200 damage twice. But bully kind of already is enough damage to make it, so it doesn't really matter. I'm not gonna take it. So I could rest up, or I could remove some cards. I'm gonna be a little bit greedy. I don't like Conflagration. I don't think it's that good. But I'm not gonna get rid of it. I'm gonna get rid of 2 strikes. Oh, hello, the mech. Alright. 3 artifact is very unfortunate for what I got going on here. So it's just gonna randomly exhaust a card. Oh wait, no, because it's the upgraded version, so I'm chilling. Tremble. Alright, finally that's gone. I can do that. Stoke it all. Battle Trance. Get Dark and I lied. Alright, close enough. Oh man, of course it chose that one. It chose the one that genuinely doesn't do anything. Oh boy. So am I gonna bully him again? Oh no, it's gonna do that thing it did at the very end. Which of course is Conflagration. The stinky poo-poo one. This is a big hit. If I don't get bully, I'm cooked. There he is. What is it at now? 44. That's still not enough to really make a difference. I don't have any of my Molten Fists because it just started playing them all at random. Squash. Pommel. Bully. Goodbye. 36 gold. Speed Potion. Gambling Chip. Gambling Chip is so good. Gambling Chip is incredible. And what is my final event? The future of potions. You feel a faint rumbling as you round the corner to discover a gigantic spinning apparatus. It has several slots which appear to convert liquids into a highly compressed, digestible tablet. The idea of turning these health tonics into a tiny morsel is uncomfortable, but perhaps it's good to try new things. Insert common potion. Lose explosive impulse. Obtain an upgraded common attack. Or the same with speed for an upgraded common skill. I guess if I had rarer potions, this would be cooler. I'm gonna just do this to see what I get. Oh, it's anything. Oh, if I get Tremble. The tablet is disgusting. There's no hope for the future. Definitely resting. That probably won't even be enough anymore. Test subject is one versus. Hello, test subject. Choose any number of cards to replace. You, and you. looking for some more draw options, which I didn't really get until, oh man. Hello, bully. Wait, what do you do? Whenever you play a skill gains 2 strength, when test subject CA would be defeated, it instead revives even stronger. Of course it does. Why wouldn't it? Nice. That's a power, not a skill, so fuck you. What are you now? Now has 2 heads. Molten Fist wastes... I guess it's not a waste because it wasn't going to do anything anyway. Can I please look at the monster? Please. Oh my god, I can't tell what its painful stabs does. It won't let me go over to it. Okay, wait. Yep, keyboard moment. It's going to revive again. Shuffle 1 wound into your discard pile each time you receive unblocked attack damage. Yep. Like the book of stabbing. Tremble. Oh my god, I thought I already had this play. I'm so dumb. That would have been ridiculously helpful. Oh man, that was bad. Ooh, that was good though. Can I get off a Dark Embrace? Because if I take Dark Embrace, it'll play a random attack, and if it plays anything but Stomp, I'm cooked. If I use Tremble, nothing else different nothing will change. Alright, Stomp it is. And he's back in action again. Now he has Adaptable. Uh-oh. At the end of every other turn, gains Intangible 1. Lovely. You stoke all those away. Sorry, Squash. Pillage again, but it does nothing. And I got energy that I couldn't use. Pillage, thank you for your service. Lizard Tail is still available, so I can take this hit and not die. Okay. Upgrade you to lower your cost. True Grit, the wound. Bully. Take this big hit. Now he's intangible, so I can't really do anything to him. Anything interesting I can play those, yeah. Seeker Strike, Tremble, draw the other Tremble. But I don't have any energy. Damn. Burns in my discard pile. He should be dead here, by all means. Well, that was a lie, but we should be fine. Yep. Okay, wait, I said we should be fine. I didn't mean it. I lied. We will be dead. I don't have any defense left. Well, that was a incredibly unfortunate way to go. Goodbye, cruel world. I feel ashamed that I lost this run. Wow. That was incredibly sad. There was definitely a way to manage that with my current build. I just didn't see it through. That's super unfortunate. A test subject loyally guarded its masters from the Ironclad. I hope you enjoyed that episode of Slay the Spire 2, and I also hope you'll tune into the next one, which features my first ever run as the Silent. Have a great day. Catch you later.